All right, y'all. Welcome in. Uh, Hold on. Let's make sure y'all can hear me. I should be able to hear me. Shouldn't be any issues. Um, yeah, this is our second iteration, I guess you could say, or another iteration of just trying to get some answers from people and just trying to I wouldn't say speculate, but basically try to figure out why it is that these people are still supporting Donald Trump and all the stuff that's happening. Like especially when you see how visible it is that a lot of the stuff that's going on is not benefiting anybody. So it's just trying to figure out how and why do people feel that they still need to follow this person or they still believe in the tactics that he's using, because he's been using tactics that no other president has really wanted to use or needed to use, because the excuse for using them is what makes these things worse. It's not even like that he's actually, how can you put it? It's not even that he's actually doing these things in the way he's supposed to. He's basically finding loopholes within the law which won't restrict them from getting things done. Because basically, there's no basis to contradict this stuff because he's using it in a certain fashion to basically maneuver around what the premises is of what he's trying to do. And most people don't understand that, because the same thing, like what people don't realize is like he had to lie about the fact that the Tres de Aguas and the MS-13 was supposedly running rampant all over the place. So he had to call it a state of emergency to help to bring the violence down, as they like to say. But then when you start looking at it, it's just like most of the places and most of the people that have been arrested, detained, picked up, put into the damn detention camps, um, most of those people are not criminals. So it's like you invoked the law to sign in that wasn't an actual law that was needed, because there was no state of emergency for that. There's a state, you can call it a state of emergency when you have all these neo Nazis walking around with their fatigues on and all that stuff. That's a national emergency to me. But you don't see no movement when that happens. You don't see the National Guard out there. You don't see when these people start marching. And they're even proclaiming, the crazy part is that they proclaim to be so American, but then they're anti-America. What's going on? So the whole rhetoric is people that say something against the United States. Those are the people they want to deport. Those are the people that want to remove their student visas. They want to remove their student they want to cut funding from education systems, because these people are just coming up with stuff that will allow them to do things, but they're not doing it in a, how can you say it? They're doing it in a legal manner, but circumventing the law legally by trying to use loopholes to be able to get to their end game, which I'm not entirely sure what the end game is for MAGA right now. Because the thing is like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish with this? Well, MAGA, what are you trying to accomplish with this? Because you're rounding up people, but those people, most of them ain't criminals. Everybody, all of MAGA was like, oh my God, they're going to get rid of the criminals. Yes, we're all for it. And then all of a sudden, MAGA's not, ICE isn't grabbing people up that are actual criminals. So it's like you're finding people. See? And the thing is I find it crazy that this is the funny thing. You say not unaliving millions of babies, right? That's your argument? Is that what you're telling me? That's your argument. So you want to say not the unaliving of millions of babies, right? Millions, because I don't know where you got that number from either, right? But I bet you awfully quiet about Gaza. I bet you quiet as fuck about Gaza though. I bet you ain't saying a motherfucking thing about Gaza and all those kids that are being unalived have nothing to do with it. I bet you quiet on that front, right? So you want to talk shit about people in America unaliving babies, but then when you see Israel doing it across the thing and the US is funding it, you awfully quiet. Now you ain't got nothing to say? Now what? Because you can't tell me that that's the reason that you're supposedly supporting this shit, but then you see this shit happening overseas and you quiet about it. So how is it that you're gonna support somebody supposedly stopping kids from being unalive, but then talking about what? Bringing the age of consent to 14? You want to talk about the kids? Y'all care about supposedly unaliving the kids, but then you have the whole Gaza issue that's been going on that you've been seeing. You've been seeing everything that he does. Oh, now you don't support. Now it's funny because it's always that's the funniest thing about MAGA. When you start asking them the real tough questions that they have no fucking answers for, they start saying they don't believe in anything. You over here defending the shit out of Donald Trump, but then all of a sudden I called you out on your bullshit, and now all of a sudden, oh, I responded. I don't support either side. I'm not a part of this. Come on, bro. You full of shit. You full of shit. Straight full of shit. Because you're not going to tell me that you're concerned about kids being unalive, but you've been awfully quiet about the situation in Gaza. So what's your real fucking reason? Because that you just gave was complete bullshit. Because what is it? You going to pick on one side to do it and then on the other side, no? You haven't asked any tough questions. I just asked you something and all of a sudden you answered. I just responded, I don't support either side. Crazy. But you're okay with that happening, though, because that was a simple question I asked you. But somehow your ability to fucking read just went out the window when I asked you that tough question. Because it was a simple question. I didn't fucking ask for the fucking square root of fucking 55. I just asked you, if you feel this way about supposed unaliving here, why ain't you saying the same shit about unaliving people everywhere? Because you care for the kids, right? What fucking kids do you care for then? Crazy, isn't it? Crazy how you start bringing up topics and then you sound so fucking ignorant because you can't explain yourself after you just said something. But then when I give it to you in another situation, all of a sudden you don't know what the fucking question is. You don't know how to answer. You don't know anything, right? Cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. The funny thing is just like MAGA, y'all the first ones that always come up with fucking questions about this or that. What about this? What about that? How about you answer the first fucking question that you were asked instead of running away and acting like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when you exactly know what I'm talking about of how hypocritical you fucking are. Oh my God. And don't please. You don't support either side, Israel or Hamas, but you haven't said anything about going against that, right? But you full on for abortion here in the States, right? But then when the kids ain't getting free school lunches, you mad at the fact that they're getting school lunches. You okay with the fucking PBS being broken down, and then you having what PragerU that basically says what? Bro, you answered the question in a way that you said that you don't support those two. We ain't talking about who you're supporting. We're talking about the kids over there. You see, maybe it's that you have a malfunction when it comes to actually listening, which is what MAGA does most of the time because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I was just talking about the kids over there. And all of a sudden you talking about you don't support either one. I wasn't talking about either one of those people. I was talking about the kids in that situation. Let's hear what this guy to say. You probably living out your mom's basement. Like, what's up, man?
No, bro, I have real estate. What you talking
about? What do you got to say, bro?
Do you live in your mother's basement? Is that how you started?
No, this is my own home. Because the thing is you want to say I'm talking to myself, right? I brought you up, and now you don't say anything.
You were speaking.
So what the fuck? So what do you have to say?
So I'm gonna answer your prompt. Is that cool?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I support most of what he's doing in terms of the ICE raids, the border, the tariffs, the tax plans, the cutting of bureaucracy, school choice.
Do you support pedophiles? Do you condemn pedophiles?
Yeah.
So have you been reporting on the Republicans that have been caught sending child porn or videos of children? Have you heard any of that?
Good.
I know I'm asking you, have you heard any of that? Because see, I have ignorant people in the chat right now that are talking about source.
No, yeah, there's all types of creeps in both parties.
No, that have happened these past 3 weeks. I'm not talking about who. Name one since you know.
Have I heard about it?
No, you said you knew.
You said had I heard about it, not if I knew exact details.
Oh, so you don't know exact details. Okay.
No.
So I'll fill you in. Representative R.J. May from South Carolina was caught submitting over 220 files of child porn over his personal phone and his home Wi Fi. This happened in spring of 2024. This man just got arrested in June and he just resigned 2 weeks ago. So explain to me how a Republican somehow you don't hear about this situation, but every other person does.
How'd you hear about it?
How'd I hear about it?
Yeah.
I heard about it because, people on TikTok actually report the news.
Okay, so someone reported it. It probably just wasn't widely
Mm-hmm.
reported. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, yeah, basically, because none of MAGA seems to hear of all the different pedophiles that they have within their camp.
I do, because I think most MAGA who are deep into it do hear about it, and they want to get both sides. I don't care what side you're on. Pedo's a pedo, right? So,
Well, okay. Look, at least I get that out of you. Because I've been speaking to MAGA the whole fucking time, and none of the other MAGA I've spoken to has been able to say exactly what you said.
that's probably because they're just on the fence, and they're not kind of having actual
But
conversation.
but that's the thing. It's just like there's nothing to be defending about. This is not a topic that anybody should matter if you're fucking Democrat, Republican, progressive, independent. We should all be condemning pedophiles.
Sure.
We should all be going after them. But the problem is that the Republican Party doesn't like to report on their things to leave ya out the loop. Because there's R.J. May. Did you hear about Stuart Adams, the one that changed the statute in Utah because his nephew raped a 13-year-old at 18, and he changed the law?
Something like that, yeah.
So you have that one. Did you hear about the Minnesota Senator Eichhorn that was caught soliciting a minor?
Yeah, and then there's also like laws for underage marriages, like 14 and all that crap, in some Tennessee states and stuff like that. No, I totally agree with you, brother.
No, no. So that's yes, but that's what I'm saying. The problem is that MAGA isn't doing a good enough job of calling their own people out for it. And then when anybody else that isn't MAGA calls them out, supposedly it's no source, can't find it, or whatever. Like this person in the chat right here, CA, keeps on saying they're just like, oh, I'm on a script. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. But it's just like, damn. I was just like, host just gave an example of one who's being held accountable. Yes, I spoke about a fucking Utah senator that changed the law so that his relative didn't have to serve 25 plus years in prison because it would have been a first degree felony and he would have had to register as a sex offender. But he changed the law saying that basically if he's still in high school, it would turn into a class 3 felony, which means he doesn't have to register as a sex offender and he's not doing no jail time. So please tell me how the hell MAGA doesn't support pedophiles if you're allowing somebody to get away with rape. The girl was 13. The age of consent in Utah is 14. So you can't even use that as an excuse. And then you allow the senator to change the law to benefit his fucking siblings? But there's no uproar or no craziness, and nobody's talking about that, right? Nobody's talking about how it's mostly MAGA that has been coming out the past couple of weeks, just pedophile here, pedophile there, pedophile here. And it's just like it's rampant. And the thing is somehow the first thing that MAGA loves to say is like, oh shit. I was like, damn, I must have named too many things that he couldn't fucking focus on, huh? I was just like, oh my God, you're gonna say the funniest thing about all of this is, see how quickly they change the topic? Brayden, if you got the balls, jump in the fucking box. You think I'm gonna waste my time reading your nonsense when you couldn't even answer a simple question that you were hypocritical and fucking mental gymnastics doing? When I asked you, hey, if you want to talk about you're saving unalived kids here in the United States, but you ain't saying shit about the kids being killed in Gaza, that's pretty fucking hypocritical of you. And you want me to actually read your stupidity? And you got CA here talking all this yap, but doesn't jump in the box either. Y'all want to have a conversation? Jump in the fucking box. Don't be scared. What? Your family sleeping? or the wife don't want you to get on the phone. That's why y'all probably want these lines. So, damn. And it's funny. Soft as fuck, but y'all. I was gonna say something. Soft as fuck, but look at y'all running from a box. Like you ain't even face to face and you scared. How is that? How is it that you can't even show up in a box where you ain't even showing your face because of how scared you are? Like, let's be serious, bro. Oh, Braden thinks he's a service member. Let me see this dude. Let's see Braden. Oh, he doesn't have anything up. Sounds typical. Sounds typical. Yo, what up, my man? I was just like, the last guest left on their own, CA. That's the thing with y'all. Y'all always want to talk this hot shit in the chat, but when you have to be listened to, you scared to jump into a fucking box because you know people are gonna listen to you and sound how stupid you really sound. Damn, bro. It's okay to be stupid. Most of MAGA is anyway. You not fall from the tree. It's not that difficult. You talking all this hot shit in the chat but can't jump into a box? What you scared of? Damn, that's crazy. I'm showing that Republicans and MAGA are okay with the law being broken and them not being held accountable. Shit, y'all just fucking held a fucking congressperson in fucking Texas under her will. How you lock somebody into a fucking building because you don't get what you want? What type of crybaby shit is that? Funny. I'm the unemployed one, but here he is watching me. Bro. Yeah, I love these people. I love these people. These people come in talking all this shit, talk about I'm broke, I don't know what I'm talking about, this, and that, but here they are still watching me. Why are you clocking me? Do you like me? You must be one of those people that's in the closet like most of MAGA, huh? That's what it is. You just like me. Just say that, bro. It's easier. It's easier. Stop cutting the bullshit like most of y'all do. If you like me, that's the reason. Say that. Don't try to be hateful and then all of a sudden get mad because I don't pay attention to your bitch ass. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was like, oh my God, I have so many people that are sensitive at the fact that I say the F word. This is an 18 and over app. If you don't know how to fucking handle curses, maybe you should get off this fucking app because you're a fucking child. Plain and simple. I've never seen fucking. Look, it's funny. MAGA's the same ones that'll talk all this shit, but then when you start roasting their ass, all of a sudden they get mad. Look at how Gavin Newsom is fucking roasting the shit out of Donald Trump. Straight roasting his ass. And what does fucking MAGA say? MAGA's like, oh my God, he shouldn't be doing that. MAGA should not be doing this kind of stuff. Or Gavin Newsom is terrible for saying this. And if y'all don't understand, he's literally mocking the same way Donald Trump does his tweets. The problem is that y'all so fucking stupid that y'all can't even understand that that's what he's doing. Y'all actually think Gavin Newsom talks that way. That's crazy. That's that's wild. That y'all don't recognize your own fucking idiot president tweeting the same way. Ain't that crazy? How, how, how y'all don't even notice that? Bro, my man said stole from fire fund, lost billions in speed rail supported, lost, oh my God, lost. Bro, who's the one that's trying to criminalize homelessness? Donald Trump. Who's the one that cut the funding for the speed rail? Donald Trump. Oh shit, I forgot. That was part of the CHIPS and Infrastructure Act that was signed by Joe Biden, and Donald Trump just decided to cut it off. Damn, it's funny how y'all come up with all this bullshit to try to make yourself sound like y'all know what y'all talking about, but y'all don't even do the fucking research. Y'all don't do no sorts of research. Y'all find the first topic y'all see a headline, and y'all run with it. But nothing fucking said about the Infrastructure Act or the CHIPS Act, which was basically shut down by Donald Trump. Why? Because he wanted EVs to run it. And you know how much money that loses the oil fucking companies, which are basically sponsoring them and giving them fucking donations. But, oh, I don't understand that. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, imagine being that ignorant that you don't understand that. Imagine being that ignorant that you didn't understand that the past president was trying to build that speed rail, trying to make us more technologically advanced by getting some of those supposed reported fucking Trump deals that were done through the Chips and Infrastructure Act that Joe Biden did, but then Donald Trump wanted to say he did it. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Said host is gonna crash out on yo, yeah think the funny thing is I don't think y'all have the mental capacity or the analytical skills to understand when somebody's crashing out. That's the thing. It's just like y'all just try to gaslight. But I bet you if I ask you, hey, do you condemn pedophiles? What's your answer there? Do y'all condemn pedophiles? Absolutely. So why ain't you condemning them when you hear about them in the news? How come none of y'all fucking have any videos reporting this? How come no MAGA influencer speaks on all these fucking atrocities that is within your fucking Republican Party? Because remember, all these people that I spoke up about have all been MAGA. They're all MAGA. They're all bootlicking fucking Trump supporters. And if Donald Trump says something, they'll go ahead and do it. And all of these, what? Child pornography, fucking trafficking. Like, are you serious? Here's another question for MAGA. MAGA, why is it that when I say we need to condemn these pedophiles, the first person you think of is Donald Trump? Why is that? Can y'all explain that? Because I'm kind of confused. Because I'll just ask that and then y'all can't answer that. Can you answer that? Can you answer my question?
Good evening. I'm a 60-year-old.
Bro, you ain't 60. Shut the fuck up. Next person. Shut the fuck up. My man said I'm 60 years old. Damn well knowing he's lying through the fucking mic. Come on, bro. Let's be serious now. Let's fucking be serious. If you're gonna be full of shit from the get, then be full of shit from the get. Don't come with no bullshit talking about I'm 60 years old and you trying to sound like fucking RFK having a fucking stroke. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. The veteran sportsman. So you accept just to go mute? Like,
Yeah, I was waiting to be introduced, bro.
I ain't introducing you. What you got to say?
Well, usually, they say like age, state, location. If you don't respond, like when they prompt you, then you're interrupting or whatever. I mean,
Look, put it like this.
trying to be respectful.
The people that I appreciate that then. I appreciate that. But this is an 18 and over. So if you in here, you shouldn't have to lie about your age unless you're under 18. So you're not gonna come at me and try to tell me you're a 60-year-old when you know damn well that person was not a 60-year-old. So you're already full of shit from the get. You see what I'm saying?
I have a comment about that, bro. Sure, live.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I mean, you want me to respond like I didn't think like Donald Trump when you said pedophile a minute ago. But
Okay.
you assumed it, and I think just in general, the reason I boxed up is because there's idiots on both sides, but I think you underestimate your opponent.
And how is that?
Like, and certainly I'm not a one percenter. I'm not I usually scored I don't know, low A's or whatever. I'm not like a genius or something, but I'm a veteran with an econ degree, and apparently 77 million eligible voters thought similarly to me. Like, we're not fools.
So 77 million voters voted for all the stuff that's going on, especially with the raise of prices that's going on. That's what y'all voted for?
Like, consumer price index was 3.0% annualized. All urban consumers, U.S. cities in January is 2.7 now. Like, what are you talking about?
So you want to talk about that, right? So what are the numbers after the tariffs implications actually hit? Because the tariffs still haven't been felt by people. Exactly. And you think it's actually, as an econ person, you're telling me that with these tariffs and the continuation of this, that it's going to be good for the rest of this country when they're paying more for everything?
It hasn't happened yet, though. I thought it would, actually, but it hasn't. Is it down the road? I don't know. I know that usually, just as a general rule in life, it gets worse before it gets better. And I think...
Yeah, but you as an econ major should know this.
I told you I thought the prices would go up already, and they are going up. The target increase per year is 2%.
Okay,
It's
and
supposed to start
they're going up more than 2%. It's going more than 2%.
Well, it's 2.7. It's not like 9% like in January or June 2022. I mean that's like, oh shit, every time I go to the grocery store. But like I know eggs are down, energy's going down, which is kind of driving everything else. I mean, there's a lot of factors here. That's why if economists are like lawyers, man. You get 7 of them in a room, you'll get 22 different opinions that contrast each other.
That's
I mean,
so the problem. That's the problem with economics. That the same people that supposedly write the shit can't even explain the shit.
it's a
So
very
you want me to?
complex subject.
I know it's a complex subject, but the thing is when every economist says that tariffs is going to raise prices, how is it that the president knows more?
The prices haven't gone up. I mean, like I thought, based on what you guys say, World War III was going to start 2 months
Like,
ago. The stock
my man, you are like bro. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the crap. You're an econ major, right? You're an econ major, right? You're an econ major, and you know yourself that anytime that tariffs hit, it is not something that happens right away. Because all these companies and the corporations said that they front loaded all their inventories to make sure that they didn't have to put the prices on the tariffs. But then when you saw Amazon was going to post it on their website, what did the administration say? Oh no, that's a what was it? A hostile take to put the tariff number on there. So basically, every corporation knows that they're bringing up the prices. They're trying to say it, but MAGA still believes that no prices are going up and the prices are going down for people.
Well,
And you're an econ major, and you can't answer that.
yeah, prices are supposed to go up. If the prices, and I know everybody on here is like, what the hell did he just say? Okay, so check out, just Google it, the Phillips curve. If it's actually won a Nobel Prize. And if it says that if inflation is not at a certain level, it starts impacting employment, and unemployment is inverse of that. So, and I can tell you why. Trust me, you probably don't want to hear it. But you have to balance the two. That's what econ is. It's balancing. In fact, Gregory Mankiw, the intermediate micro textbook I read, the first thing, everything's a trade-off. So if you tell me one thing sucks, that's probably because we're gaining somewhere else. But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, but the problem is that Donald Trump came in saying that he was going to lower prices. He didn't say he was going to raise prices. So if everything is going up, you mean to tell me that you voted, all 77 million of you, because y'all love using that number, for prices to go up?
I think that any intelligent person would realize that's rhetoric, and you have to win the election in order to have any power, right?
Oh, okay. So basically, what you're saying is y'all voted off rhetoric then, and not actual basic facts.
We've voted on a trajectory which he's now delivering on, and really policy.
What is he delivered on? Because the tariffs, it means that the money that is being imported, the stuff we're paying for, that's where there's billions of dollars he said that they've increased. But then if you look at the actual numbers, why is it that our deficit has grown 8% from this time last year? If y'all were cutting spending, cutting waste, cutting fraud, and bringing in extra money on tariffs, how is it that you still over 8? Why are we still spending money? I thought we were wasting too much. I thought it was fraud, waste, and abuse.
Well, that's what it is. We're not wasting it. Just because you spend money doesn't mean you're wasting it.
So what are we spending it on? Ukraine, Israel, which he said he was going to stop?
We got you heard of the Golden Dome?
Bro, the Golden Dome is the stupidest fucking thing that MAGA fucking believes. Yeah. MAGA still believes that bullshit of a fucking Golden Dome. The wall is never going to be finished, bro.
Building the military, record recruitment.
Record recruitment. Bro, what and how has this affected you?
Honestly, I'm living about the same as I was before.
Wow, so you just literally just said that you have not seen anything change while you've had him as president, even though he's delivered everything you said he has. How does that make sense as a statement?
I've been living pretty good for a while.
You just said he was delivering on all the stuff you asked for, but then you can't tell me what he delivered on, and you've been living the same life. So you haven't benefited anything from him being president, but you're claiming it is.
I mean, you guys said everything was going to fall apart. I'm waiting on that.
Who said everything was going to fall apart?
Like I said, I mean,
who's you guys? Who's you guys? Explain who you guys are.
Supposed to be sky high by now. Stocks were supposed to be, in the dirt right now.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You should be you're economist major. You notice how once the tariffs were in place, everything started going down, and then he paused the tariffs and everything went back up. So literally showing the correlation between his stupidity and the fucking level of fucking revenue we were bringing in. So please tell me how that's locked into anything that you are basically showing he's done for you, since you're saying he's done so much and he's completed what you voted for, but you can't tell me what has made your life better.
So the big thing is not really the tariff rates, it's the balance of trade. So the billions of dollars that I'm buying from you versus the billions of dollars you're buying from me, right? We've got to balance that. And then the tariff percentages also play into it, but everybody misses the balance of trade issue. I think the big thing that I benefit from, to be honest with you, is just the general knowledge that laws are being enforced. Because as a rule follower, I'm the only one that gets penalized when a new law is put in place because the criminals don't follow it. So when they say don't take your concealed pew in New York City, well, I don't feel safe there. But
so then why the fuck would you go?
Right?
So why the fuck would you go?
Because I got to go for work sometimes.
That's now you're a victim. Yeah, now he's a victim. Because you went to New York City and you were so terrified that you didn't have a gun.
Yeah, I was assaulted.
Bro, you got hands. We don't need a fucking. And what they do? And what they do? They beat your ass, right? They didn't shoot you, did they? They didn't shoot you, did they? Yeah. So basically, you had to. So you're basically saying that you wanted to bring your pew to New York City because you got into a scuffle with somebody and now you scared.
Oh no, it's a deterrent, right? So where I'm at.
That's not a deterrent, because the thing is you can have a weapon in New York City. But actually, you can't, because in New York City, people ain't supposed to have handguns.
Oh, I know. That's why I don't take it up there.
Oh, so that's why you want to take it up there.
Because they know you don't have it on. Because I guarantee you.
No, bro. Because the thing is if you look like you ain't from there and you look like you out of place and you look like you looking for trouble, you find trouble in New York.
Oh, I'm not looking.
People don't. Tourists don't go to New York and get into trouble.
I'm up there trying to earn a paycheck.
People in New York. So basically, where were you at when you got assaulted? I want to know, because I know right in Times Square. Wow, the busiest place that has the most tourism. Like every other city has pickpockets, thieves, and everything in their major city. So if wherever town you come from, you mean to tell me it's scot-free and you got no crime in there, but you okay because you got your weapon. So you manly enough more because your weapon. I don't.
I grew up in a suburb of Atlanta, man. I've seen the mess that Atlanta's become over the last 20 years too. It's so unsafe to walk. But I can
It's
my pew in
the
Atlanta.
problem is that the thing is you haven't been there. You haven't been there in 20 years. I'm from New York City, my man.
I was there like a month and a half ago. In fact, I was there twice in the last 3 months.
It was just like,
it's such a mess, and you guys brought this on yourself, man, because of the results that you've delivered or lack thereof. And so, just
the lack that we have delivered. Hold on. When I check New York City is better than most of these fucking red states that we have to subsidize to fucking pay because your broke ass can't fucking manage. Your broke ass states can't fucking bring no money. You know why? Because California has the highest GDP. For an economics major, you should already fucking know that.
$1 billion annual deficit. Where are you getting the money?
Yeah. You know why? Because they had to pay out. Yeah, because they're paying $80 billion to the rest of the fucking country to subsidize your poor red states. Okay, so per capita, that means y'all should be able to take care of yourselves in the red state because y'all got less people. So why the fuck y'all need help from the blue? No, the fuck y'all won't. Bro, why the fuck would Nebraska be going bankrupt then?
Dude, just look at the $68 billion.
Just look. But you know what? They're not claiming bankruptcy. Nebraska is. So explain Nebraska. Explain Nebraska. They're not. Fiscal responsibility would mean that if they stop paying federal taxes, out to the thing. It's funny. I'm not a Democrat. So that's as stupid as you are, right? Because the thing is for implying that I'm already a Democrat just because I don't agree with you and I'm disagreeing with you because you MAGA. But everything you said has been contradictory to whatever you said. I asked you to tell you what benefited you. And what did you do? You started changing about the topic and you went into economics and the trade-off. I asked you again, what benefited you from anything here? And you have not been able to answer anything because you just said everything has stayed the same.
I said I felt a lot more safe, and I felt like all players just take them off the line, right?
Yo, I feel more safe. Why do you feel more safe?
How can you ever beat somebody that's cheating at the game? You have to cheat. So we've got to either start enforcing the rules, or we've got to allow everybody to start cheating. That's called anarchy.
So it's okay for MAGA to cheat, right?
No, everybody,
that's what you're saying? No, it's okay to MAGA to cheat. Because when you want to redistrict fucking voting lines, hold on. Bro, gerrymander. You want to talk about gerrymander? You want to talk about gerrymander? Let's talk about gerrymander. Yeah, let's go. Let's talk about Texas right now. How it's happening. You notice how the census is done every 10 years. The census is done every 10 years. The census last time was conducted under fucking Donald Trump. So what the fuck are you saying about? No. You're gonna listen now, because you wanted to say that he brought that shit, bro. I don't want to hear your nonsense. You just full of it right now. You just full of it right now. Because you want to talk about gerrymander. No, let's stay on the topic, because that's the thing. You've been squirming and running from everything I've been asking you. And I haven't dropped you because you don't want to answer. Just because you don't understand it and don't know how to fucking read doesn't mean that it's not true. Because for a person that knows economics and supposedly got that degree, they would know that California's funding and their budget, most of that budget when they go into a deficit is because they're paying money out to the rest of the country because they make so much. But a person that doesn't know that would not be a fucking so-called economics major. Because you want to talk about the balance and the trade-off. If you want to give California a balance, you would stop asking for fucking red states to be subsidized to pay for Medicare, Medicaid. Oh, all those people that don't have it now because it's being cut. And what's that going to affect? The red states, not the blue states, because the blue states afford everything.
To get it, right? If you're just borrowing it from somebody else and giving it to me, you're not working for it. You're just writing it off, bro. I want you to
okay. So then you would have turned. You were gonna turn down your Doge check, right? You were gonna turn down your Doge check, right? You gonna turn down that $5,000, right? You were just gonna give it back?
Are you pivoting to something like, what's the relevance?
No. What's the relevance? Because you want to talk about giving shit for free and not doing anything, right? It's the same thing as the stimulus checks. I bet you cash them shits.
Well, no, that's like my GI Bill. Everybody.
Oh. Now you got to work for it. No, the GI Bill we fucking served. We served the GI Bill we served and we earned. I'm not talking about the GI Bill. Yes, exactly. And now you're trying to pivot because you want to talk about entitlements. What were we just talking about? We were going to talk about gerrymandering, but you know you ain't going to win that conversation, so you had to change it, right?
Went out the window like 5 minutes ago, but
oh, yeah, because you didn't have anything to answer about fucking Texas doing what they're doing and redistricting in the middle of a fucking census. It doesn't happen in the middle of a census here. Are they the only ones that are doing? Are they the only ones that are doing it in between?
Supreme Court with 13 justices.
Yeah.
You were going to pay off everybody's student loans to vote for you. You were going to tell everybody to come in the country so they could the census in your face.
Look, all right. Hold on. What was the first one you said? You said the Supreme Court, right? No. I'm gonna go down every single bullshit you just said. Just shut up for a bit. You said the Supreme Court, right? No. You do.
I already have left, so go ahead. But yeah.
It's funny because that's the thing. It's just like he don't understand that the thing is you want to talk about the Supreme Court, but then the Supreme Court was put into place by Donald Trump. Because why the Republicans said no when it was turn for Obama to put in justices that he wanted to, the Republicans said no, but then as soon as Donald Trump came into the office, they decided to change it. So you quick to fucking pivot on that because you know you're talking shit and don't know anything about it. So that's why I'm not going to waste my time with you anymore, because you want to talk about the Supreme Court. You want to talk about all this shit. All this shit was happening during Trump's first administration. So you had all this happening in the first fucking administration, and then all of a sudden you became dumb and stupid afterwards? You want to talk about the Supreme Court when the justices that he did have been bribed? You want to talk about what's fucking old ruckus looking motherfucker? What's his name? What's that Supreme Court? The one that's been bribed? Oh, the one that all the Republican ones happened to change the shit and then do it. It was just like, wow. Wow. So basically, If anybody else got that stimulus check, he had a problem with it because you have to work for it. But I bet you he was on the fucking cash checking line and deposited that shit quick into his bank account, right? You put that shit in quick into your bank account. There we go, Clarence Thomas. Yeah, let's talk about Clarence Thomas, right? And who put that in there? Who put them in there? Oh, Donald Trump. Shit, the same person that's committed fraud, the same person that's committed fucking claim bankruptcy 6 fucking times, the same one that has sexual assault shit, and you want to talk about working for it? What exactly are you getting with this guy? Because the first question I asked, and I asked him, is just like, what has happened to benefit you? And the first thing you said is, I'm living exactly the same. So you haven't accomplished shit, and you haven't gotten shit for anything. What happened, MAGA? Now y'all want to leave? Damn, now all of MAGA wanted to leave because they fucking got a spot that they don't think they can fucking question. Now you can't fucking say anything against me, so y'all all scattered. Look at it like fucking roaches. The fucking lights went on. They were like, click. Oh, shit, damn, I can't fucking argue with this dude because he actually knows his shit. Bro, I ain't no fucking idiot like y'all. I don't fucking just listen to what I'm fucking told. You want to say you were an economics major, but somehow don't understand how the budget of California works. I already know. Bro, that's why I don't ask people to come in and ask. You see how he came in first? He was like, oh, well, some people usually say they ask for age, location, and shit like that. Bro, I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm going to tell how stupid you are just by what you're saying. I don't need fucking your age. I already know you from a red state. You were MAGA. Like, that's just deductive reasoning. Something that y'all can't comprehend and don't do. Like, let's be serious now. You wanted to talk all this bullshit, but you saying that you're still in the same position you were. So Donald Trump has done all this and is still in the same position. You noticed how the stock market changed during this whole fiasco. Tariffs were implemented, the shit started going down. He paused it, the shit started going up. But as a fucking economist, you didn't fucking know that? That's basic, that's Eco 101 right there. And you telling me you had a degree? I'm glad nobody goes to your fucking shit, because, man, you must be having people losing money left and fucking right with your fucking economic skills. Nah, the thing is they get mad. You know what it is? The thing is that most of MAGA gets so used to being surrounded by their own fucking stupidity that when they actually go out of those circles and talk to somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing, they get mad, they come up with random ass bullshit, and then they just start fucking repeating Fox News. I was like, come on, that's why nobody wants to come in here. Why MAGA? Look, how many MAGA wasn't in here talking that hot shit, and then all of them decided to leave? All of them were talking that hot shit. Every single one of them. I'm so broke, can't even send her with you. You don't got to do that, man. Look, I appreciate y'all if y'all give gifts. I appreciate y'all. That's not needed here. This is something that we need to do regardless. This isn't something that we have to change. This is something that is just like, if y'all want to donate, I appreciate it. Not fucking needed. This just has to happen because this stupidity cannot be fucking allowed. You need to call these people out the same way I condemn fucking pedophiles, and fucking MAGA will be the first to fucking try to argue that notion. When that's the only thing I think I should, the only thing I will agree with MAGA on is to condemn fucking pedophiles. But they can't even fucking agree to that. They don't even hear about it because people don't even fucking talk about it. Nah, the thing is I serve this country fucking proudly. And to see my country fucking go to shit like this is fucking terrible. To see that people are fucking struggling, to see people are fucking hurting, to see people are getting snatched away from their homes, snatched away from their families, fucking kids being stripped away and their parents being deported. I just saw a fucking TikTok of a fucking school teacher that had to try to have a fucking conversation with her fucking kids in her classroom, explaining how and why this person is staying here and is going to have to be fostered and live with another teacher because their fucking parents got deported. Now, if you look at that and listen to that shit, it was like you took away parents from a fucking kid. You're grabbing people that ain't fucking criminals. Yet you have a criminal in the fucking White House that is convicted. And funny, hasn't done any fucking time for it. And all he does is surround himself by pedophiles. Because the thing is all of a sudden, they don't say nothing, but the quickest fucking thing that happens is when you say, hey, I condemn pedophiles, it's like Donald Trump ain't on the list. I was like, bro, I didn't say the fucking list. I just said condemn pedophiles. But if the first person that pops into your head is Donald Trump, that's already telling it is. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a demon rat, a MAGA, a fucking independent, a progressive. I'm a person that fucking served this country, and I want to help everyone in this country. If you're a fucking United States fucking citizen, you shouldn't be struggling to make fucking ends meet in the fucking biggest and most super powerful fucking country in the fucking world. I shouldn't have to be fucking having an argument if fucking kids ain't getting school lunches. Do you hear what the fuck we're arguing about? Kids receiving school lunches. How the fuck is it that MAGA will love to say that they love the fucking kids and do anything for the fucking kids, but you're complaining that they're getting free fucking lunches? Nah, they're not pro-life. They pro-pedophile. That's all it is. They pro-pedophile. Because all of a sudden, all this shit happens and you keep on hearing all these other fucking things. Oh, because remember, now the funny thing, I made that video, if you haven't heard, of Oklahoma. The superintendent, mind you, this same superintendent was caught watching porn in the office where other people saw him watching porn. This is the same guy that wants to fucking institute a woke assessment for any teacher that wants to teach in Oklahoma that comes from a blue state. Mind you, guess where fucking Oklahoma's ranked in the fucking education system? It's ranked 50th. Oklahoma's ranked 50th. So you're going to tell me that you want to bring in people how you at the bottom? How you be like started at the bottom and still there because they haven't fucking gone anywhere? It's funny because you can ask people from Oklahoma if they there that when they had Democratic governors, the actual education system was going up and their ranking went up. But once Republicans took over, they have steadily been declining. The only other state that I think is missing that's behind them is New Mexico. Fucking they even counted fucking Washington D.C. in that fucking thing, and they're 50th. So please don't tell me if you're from a red state that's taking away all this shit, taking away all this information, taking away all this knowledge, wanting to put Bibles in the fucking schools, wanting to not give people critical race theory, not teach them what the fucking history of this country actually was, and then you wonder why fucking people are so stupid. I was like, MAGA, most of y'all are in the same predicament. Every one of your red states doesn't have enough money to fund itself. All y'all red states is leeches. All y'all MAGA is leeches. Y'all leeching on to Donald Trump just the same way, thinking y'all gonna get a handout. That's the only reason y'all think, because the man told y'all gonna get a $5,000 check. Ain't nothing been cut. All the tariffs and the revenue is bringing up money. That's going to go down to bring down the deficit. Mind you, the deficit has increased by 8%. All because of Donald Trump. That's crazy. But then y'all can't tell me why y'all support him like that? My man said, we voted for the border to change. There's still people coming in. So what the fuck you... the fuck you mean? We only 7 months in and they saying the border came to change. It was just like, it's funny. Let me guess. I'm gonna just guess the story. This person that came over the border just happened to beat you out of a job. Is that what it is? Is that why you so happy that they're getting rid of him? It was like it's funny. No, it's just like, just like it's a 180 turn on policy. 180, really? Because people are still coming in. And then the thing is what dumbass MAGA doesn't realize is that we bring in specialists. Because ain't no fucking doctors coming from your dumbass state that can't fucking read. So we're hurting for doctors. We're hurting for people with actual intelligence because you don't have them in those red states. If your literacy rate is barely anything, you're not going to tell me that y'all the ones producing all the doctors, all the lawyers, all the accountants, all the surgeons, all the nurses. You ain't doing none of that. What you got? Yeah, you're trying hard to believe that the border's there just because you probably lost your job to a fucking person that didn't know the language, bro. That's the pitiful part about y'all MAGA. Y'all losing your jobs to somebody that didn't know the language. How do you lose the job to somebody that don't speak English? How stupid do you have to be? Like, how dumb do you got to be that a person that can't even speak the language beats you out of a job, and then you mad at the fact that they're coming into the country? I was like, we getting better labor from them than your dumbass. Like, that's crazy. It was just like the same. Look, MAGA's the same people that are be like, oh my God, these people are buying up the homes. Bro, they just came out the border with no fucking money. They don't have anything in place, and somehow they beat you out of a home too? Like, what it sounds like to me is that y'all some sorry-ass fucking people. That's what it is. Y'all some sorry-ass people. Y'all complaining about everything that they doing. Talk about they breaking in, they doing this, they doing that. Yet you haven't... How many fucking people have y'all arrested that were actually MS-13? Or Tres de Aguas? Because remember, y'all falsified a whole state of emergency. And what? You picking people up off of their fucking court hearings? You going to people in restaurants? Because that's where all these dangerous people work, at the restaurants, at the hearings and all that shit. That's where they come to, right? Please explain. Please. It's just like, the funny thing is like, look, even with these people getting deported, the price of everything is still not going down. So your hatred is showing because you just want to hate other people because you ain't like them and they can achieve more than you. And you mad at the fact that they doing that. So you rather just get rid of them because you don't want to have any other competition to show how dumb you really are. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. It was just like, everybody's like, oh my God, gas went down. Gas is the same price. I still haven't seen $1.98 like your fucking president supposedly said. Where's that $1.98 fucking gas at? Still haven't found it. Where's them Doge checks? Still haven't gotten them. Where's the entire no tax on tips? Because remember, y'all still getting taxed. So, well, because that's the reason y'all getting rid of them, right? Because they were taking your jobs. That's why y'all were so adamant about the border, because they were taking your jobs. Mind you, I don't see none of y'all dumbasses picking the fucking fields now, do you? Nebraska going broke because they got nobody to fucking get their fucking shit out like crazy. Y'all want to talk about victim mentality? You want to talk about victim mentality? That's crazy. Kobe, he ain't gonna do that. All these people are bitch made. They just stay in their fucking little bubble. They talk amongst each other. They make each other sound good. They think it sounds good. And then when you actually talk to somebody that has sense, they don't have the balls to show up. But they'll say all this stupid shit around their people. They'll always blame Biden. They'll always blame fucking Obama shit. And then everything that's going is there. Bro, Steven, you can't even show your actual face, bro. And you a bot. Like, come on. Like it's like they send the bots here for what reason? Like MAGA's so like imagine being so ignorant that you have to create a bot to send the people to sound ignorant, but you still just sound the same as MAGA. No, I don't always blame Trump. I don't always have to blame Trump. I could blame Congress. I could blame all the Republicans right now. I can blame all the Republicans that chose to go into recess instead of voting for the Epstein files. Y'all ain't put no blame on that one, huh? Y'all don't believe on that one. No, there should not be completely open borders. People should be vetted. But the thing is if they're already in the country, they're already in. If they break the law, send them out. It's a civil offense, not a fucking felony. If they're already in the country, why not just give them amnesty and they stay and follow the shit? If they can't follow our rules here, then you ship them the fuck out. But you wanted to make it that nobody wants to come here and you want to threaten it. Ain't we supposed to have the fucking Olympics? The fucking Olympics, the fucking games that is supposed to unite the whole fucking world to have everybody together, and you got people scared to come over here now because they might end up in a fucking detention camp. How hard would that have been? If y'all really secured the border, then nobody would come in. And y'all would be like, hey, whoever's in here is in. That's it. That's the cutoff. Anybody else, you come over, due process, you know who they are, you take their identification, and you toss them back. The problem that ICE is doing is like, oh, I'm grabbing random people. I'm not really vetting them at anything. They don't know anything. I can't even really prove that they're fucking illegal or who they are because they don't have any documentation. So how the fuck are you finding people that supposedly don't have documentation? That's the most confusing part to me is y'all deciding that y'all gonna get rid of people that supposedly are undocumented, but somehow you know how to find them. Explain that. Explain that. Hey, Iron, what has the closing the border done for you? Because every MAGA wants to talk about, oh my God, they secured the border. What has it done for you? Securing the border did what exactly? Because I bet your ass was not saying shit the past 4 years during Biden when the people were actually coming in. You weren't even noticing. You didn't even know that shit was happening. Stop child trafficking. Are you serious? Yet you letting Ghislaine Maxwell get a fucking work release, and you got Epstein get a work release, and you got fucking hold on. You had Matt Gaetz, which Donald Trump was trying to implement as a fucking attorney general of the United States, that was caught soliciting minors, and the report was there for Republicans to see, and they still nominated him? And you want to stop trafficking? When you're going to put a fucking pedo as the attorney general of the United States? And luckily, the fucking Democrats made sure that report came out. Otherwise, right now, instead of Pam Bondi, we would have a fucking child fucking soliciting fucking prick as the attorney general. So please tell me how you stop that shit. Matter of fact, if y'all want to save the children so bad, why is it that this administration caught an Israeli fucking government official in a sting in Las Vegas, Nevada for child pornography and then flew him back out to Israel? But y'all don't support pedophiles. Y'all just let them get out the country. Right? Or let me guess, fake news, or let me see, source, or you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, because y'all don't report that shit because MAGA don't fucking listen to that. You don't hear Donald Trump talking about that shit. You ain't talk about RJ May when he was transferring fucking pornographic shit with his of kids. You ain't hear about that one either, right? So y'all come up with all this shit that y'all can come up with, and it's just like, oh, the border's safer. Mind you, what has changed? Because if nothing has changed and y'all rounded all these people up and still nothing has changed, has it really been effective? I was just like, bro, these people will come up with facts. 300 missing kids. How about all the kids that fucking have been bombed in Gaza? Want to talk about those? Or that don't matter because it's Gaza? Oh, the supposed child soldiers, right? Yeah, see? That's how I know, Iron, you just ignorant as shit. Look, it says it right there. You're infantry, bro. You don't got the ASVAB score to be coming in here to talk. That's why you still there in the fucking chat and don't come into the box. Come on, bro. I don't give a fuck how many deployments you got. I got a deployment too. What does that mean? You were in Gaza? You seen the destruction of Gaza? Because we didn't fuck up Iraq like that. We definitely didn't fuck up Afghanistan like that. That we just fucking pummeled everything in the fucking ground. We didn't pummel everything in the fucking ground and go. This is how I know you didn't leave the file. You're gonna compare the damage we did in Iraq to the damage we did in Gaza. What fob did you go to? Where were you at that you saw that destruction, that everything in front of you was fucking destroyed? Because what were you patrolling then if you were on these fucking things? If were you what houses were you clearing? What houses were you clearing? I was on QRF. So what does that tell you? Listen, you're not going to compare those two. One of them has been literally carpet bombed the whole way through, and the other one we hit certain fucking spots where we needed to. We didn't decimate all of fucking Iraq. We didn't displace fucking 2 million people. We didn't target hospitals. When were you a part of a fucking destruction of a fucking hospital because it supposedly had people in it? So you destroyed the fucking hospital and then you destroyed the rest of the fucking community? Come on, bro. You know damn fucking well that with your fucking dumbass deployments, your ass didn't think enough. You're a fucking infantry grunt, bro. There's a reason for that. Because they didn't want you to be the intelligent one. There's reasons for it. My man, see, that's the thing. Most of these infantry cats are so fucking Donald Trump because they think they're going to be able to off somebody because they too bitch made to fucking fight somebody. It's okay, bro. I already know, and I've dealt with so many infantry dudes like you. The only excitement you've ever had was able to point a gun at somebody and almost shoot it. That's the best you fucking did, huh? That's what you're probably proud of. I sound jealous, yeah. I sound jealous of the fact that I'm not stupid. Yeah. I'm jealous of bootlicking a person that didn't want to go to war and deflected going to war. I'm ignorant. So you fucking want to follow somebody that was too scared to fucking deploy, right? But I'm the soft one, right? I'm soft. So you follow soft bitch made people. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? My man last in infantry. Oh, I'm sorry, police officer. Oh, yeah, that's the only job you can get. If you could even get that. You might be too stupid to actually be a police officer. Matter of fact, you probably would get that job. You probably would get that job. If you go infantry, your ass had a fucking low ASVAB score. Because I bet you ain't got no Ranger tab either. So basically, you're a pogue. Because how you infantry and don't have a Rangers tab? Isn't that like straight bitch made? Aren't you like sorry as shit if you don't even have a tab as a fucking Ranger tab as a fucking infantryman? Damn. So you're just as much as me because you haven't even gotten a fucking tab. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, now he's in a reconnaissance unit. And now he's reconnaissance. Oh my God. It's funny. You notice how the fucking tune just changed as soon as you pointed that shit out? I pointed out that he didn't have no fucking Ranger tab. Now he's a reconnaissance unit. You're infantry, bro. Why ain't you got a tab? Oh, you ain't got one? Bitch made. Got it. It's that simple, bro. Like, Don't try to be fucking tough because you infantry, bro. If you don't even have a fucking ranger tab and you're infantry, you're nothing. You are nothing. The funny thing is with my fucking job, I can actually deploy with special forces without having to go through it because of my fucking expertise. I'm a Seaburn fucking person. So when it comes to going in Afghanistan, going in Iraq, when it was those labs that they had, who do you think went and checked those? It wasn't the infantry that they sent when they said it was like, oh, it's a cache or whatever. It was the fucking chemical guys going with the Rangers so that they provided security for us to go and investigate. Funny, Seaburn, but I went through Rangers. He's mad at me because I'm Seaburn and I've done more than he has probably in his little bit of time in the fucking military. And now he doesn't even have a fucking Ranger tab? Do you have any tabs? So you a fucking infantryman that's deployed twice and don't got no tabs. Wow. Please. So dangerous. Oh my god. A CIB. What? Were you in the fob when the fucking mortars came by and you got one? And let me guess, your fucking colonel probably got a fucking bronze star for that shit too? Shut your bitch ass up, man. I was just like, bro, that was your glory days. Nobody gives a fuck. I can't wait for you to get out the military. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm a veteran. And they're going to be like, oh, so? Pay. We don't give a fuck about you. That's the thing. Where infantry forgets is that without the rest of the supposed pogues, you don't survive. Because when you get your MREs, your mermites, your food, that comes through the cooks. When you get your fucking gear, when you get those nods, when you get those fucking adapters, that's all there. It was just like, yeah, funny. Funny, you can't do shit without the rest of the fucking operation, but you think you can. You'd be dead in the water, bro. With no fucking help. So understand that before you start talking shit to anybody that actually supports you and make sure that they want you to be back in the fucking fob at the end of the day, you should fucking think twice about talking down to any fucking person that isn't infantry. Because it's still the same fucking mission, and the same thing is I've lost people too. So it doesn't matter if you're fucking infantry or not. You will still lose people because people get attached to any fucking unit. It doesn't matter when you're fucking deployed. You're a fucking body. You get turned and thrown into fucking any kind of fucking situation, no matter what. And especially in QRF, you don't know what the fuck you dealing with at a fucking notice at all. All it is, yo, we got something, go. That's it. We didn't get no fucking reconnaissance. We didn't get no fucking checking of this. It was like, hey, there's a vehicle that stopped over there. Y'all gotta go check it out. Oh, glad it didn't fucking blow up. I was in the military and this emotional. Wow. After all I said, because you can't back up anything and don't have a Ranger tab or anything and you're bitch made, that's all you came up with? That's all your fucking IQ was able to fucking come up with. That was the best comeback you had. You can clearly tell that's MAGA because MAGA just thinks they know all the shit. That's crazy. Like, come on, bruh. That's zero. Thank you. How you fucking infantry and don't have any tab, any badges, don't have a ranger tab, don't have a sapper tab? You could have even gone to jungle school like that. My man got a combat infantry badge. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Let's be serious. Let's have some people up. I'm tired of y'all. People just be on some dumb shit, man. Like, it's just crazy. It was like, how did you guys have no reconnaissance? When you're on fucking QRF, you see what's on the towers. You see what's on the cameras. And when the fucking something shows up on the camera, we don't wait to find out what they're doing. Quick reaction force goes to the fucking location and investigates. That's what QRF does. So for a person that's supposedly deployed like you did, you should already know what QRF does. So it's kind of questionable now how much of a deployment you really had. And then you support Trump too at that. Like, bro, Donald Trump hasn't done shit for you. That's the crazy part. You support Donald Trump. Why? Why exactly? Because you're gonna become. The funny thing is that you're gonna become a vet when your knees start giving out and your back start hurting because of all your fucking dumbass rucking and all the running and all the shit. Jake, tell me something I don't know. I know this, but he's running on it like it. Damn, he already hurts. But now, when your fucking funding gets cut and the fucking availability for you to actually be seen to fix your back and your knees are dwindling down because of all these cuts and the loss of funding. And mind you, the OIG inspection that just came out for the Veteran Affairs said that every single VA facility in this country is short-staffed. And the biggest thing that they're short-staffed on is fucking doctors and nurses. And who do you think is attributing to all these cuts and firings? Crazy. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy? You vote Republican because what? Because your daddy told you to? Or because somebody else told you to? I appreciate you, Blue Heart, for the sharing. I was just like, what is he doing for you? Because Donald Trump ain't doing nothing. It was just like, you supporting him for what? Y'all supported him because the fucking border closed, right? The border's closed. But what effect has that border have on you the past 20 years? Because most of y'all older than fucking 20. Iron, you're saying something that doesn't surprise me. You're just going to be the ignorant fool that joins because you thought you were going to get a $50,000 bonus, right? That's why you enticed by it, because you're just going off of greed and money and not really smarts. It's just like, the dude wants to vote Republican and keep voting Republican, yet veterans are losing fucking benefits. You ain't gonna get, bro. These people promised you $50,000. The $50,000 is after you complete 5 years. And you know what's gonna happen, right? You know what's gonna happen. You're gonna join. Then you're gonna end up staying there for a couple of years. And then the next administration is gonna destroy ICE, and that bonus that you were supposedly gonna get, you never fucking gonna see. And I can promise you that. Because Donald Trump doesn't keep up with what he says. Because literally, we've been doing shit for how many 2-week notices or 2-week deadlines? Shit, even Gavin Newsom was fucking bullshitting with him. Ain't nobody, bro. If y'all pick J.D. Vance, the person that has done shit but traveled with his fucking family the whole time, and y'all were giving all this grief to Harris because she didn't do shit, y'all the most fucking hypocritical pieces of shit y'all are, man. That's the problem with MAGA. Y'all so hypocritical, and fucking the mental gymnastics that y'all push on each thing is crazy. It don't matter who the fuck is gonna run. It's not gonna be a Republican winning. That's dead set already. Because I'm telling you, once all these red states and all these old ass people fucking feel the fact that they no longer have Medicare or Medicaid to cover their fucking pharmacy bills, their fucking health bills, all of a sudden, I bet you y'all gonna want a fucking Democrat then. Or no, most likely, like y'all continue to do, y'all vote for a fucking Republican again, even though you've been voting Republican the whole time. The crazy thing is MAGA can't tell me what, out of all the shit he signed, out of all the shit he's done, it has benefited them. Anybody? Anybody? Any MAGA be able to tell me that? No? Can't say nothing? Cat got your tongue? What? What? Just like, come on, like. I was just like, BK, that's the bullshit about these people. It's just like, these rich people are the ones making this money. These rich people are the ones that are gonna, hold on, give me a sec. Gotta plug this back in. Oh no, my light. But yeah. Just like nothing, like the big beautiful bill doesn't benefit people. It benefits the corporations. And look at the funny thing is like, look, the big beautiful bill just passed, but prices are still going up. Isn't that contradictory to the whole fucking point of this? Because the whole purpose of giving these corporations these large tax cuts is so that they can build more jobs, get more employment, bring prices down. But these people are going to get these cuts and they're going to be signed into law and everything is going up. So literally it's contrary to what y'all thought was going to happen. And y'all still vote for it. What is that? No, nobody else is getting. Oh, you're getting. Oh, no tax on tips. Oh, I know it's the grocery shit. Look, I usually do this. I usually go to Walmart sometimes because they bake the fresh bread, right? That fresh bread was $1 last month. It is now $1.47. That same loaf of bread, same size. They didn't make it smaller. They didn't change anything. Same fucking loaf of bread is now $1.47. That's not including the tax that they put on top of it. So please tell me how a regular made bread is now 47 cents more expensive. And that's the start. Everything else is about to go 20 to 30 cents up. And it's okay for some people when it's just single things that go up. But when you got everything going up in price, everything gets more expensive. And if you're still making the same money and you were struggling now, how badly do you think you're going to struggle when all these tariffs are full in effect? Because remember, this man was supposed to make deals how many fucking months ago? We got over 200 deals ready, prepared, in line. All these countries want to deal with us. Yet you've only got like 3 countries to fucking sign off. Like, and y'all ignorant people fucking listen to it. It's like prices have gone up. Y'all were promised prices going down. But you know what's going to happen? MAGA's going to just eat that shit up. So MAGA's just going to act like this wasn't what we wanted. So then, while Donald Trump is in office and they can't purchase anything because they're going to be broke, they're going to wait till a fucking, what's up, Jeanette? They're going to wait till fucking a Democrat comes into place. And then MAGA is going to start their fucking crying. Oh my God, this Democratic president, why is everything so expensive? This and that. And then, like we told them before, oh shit, it was because of Trump's tax cuts. And what did y'all say? No, that's not true. We didn't have all these tariffs. Who implemented the tariffs? Donald Trump did. Donald Trump implemented the tariffs, stocks went down. He put a pause on it and told people it was a pause. The shit shot straight up. Then, we're going to put tariffs back again. Straight down. My man has been talking about having to deal with it. We in August. This man took over in January. How long are we going to wait for these deals to happen? Because the price of shit is still going up regardless. So, because the thing is what people fail to realize is you do have a trade. The reason that we had free trade is because it works. Free trade works when I'm receiving a good from you that I can't make, and I'm delivering a good I can make to you. That's why there was free trade. That's all it's for. I didn't even... Look at that. The big beautiful bill is literally designed for that. Tax on tips and OT expire in 2028. So basically, Donald Trump is setting y'all up to basically try to say that for these next 3 years, you're going to have it. And then the following year, the first year the fucking Democrats go in hand, y'all going to blame them for the fact that you can no longer do that shit because he made it that it expired. But it's funny, the tax cuts for the corporations are permanent. So MAGA, explain to me, how is it that all these tax cuts are not permanent for you, but they are permanent for the corporations that are already making extra money and record profit, mind you, every single year? yet their wages haven't gone up. Their fucking employees ain't paid well enough. And they still racking in more money and paying less taxes. So they're contributing less, even though they're making all that money off of you. And that's the funny part that I see it, because the thing is the way I look at it like this. You get paid and you pay taxes. You then have money that was already taxed, and you have to use that money to purchase from these corporations, which also have the state tax, and they have their excessive pricing. So you're paying for them, you're making the money, they're not getting taxed for it, yet you still pay more because you keep on paying more because the price goes up. Yet y'all still haven't fucking figured that out. Y'all still trying to blame fucking Biden. So what exactly are y'all winning? That's why I get so confused, because y'all can't answer that. Y'all have lost this, y'all have lost that. No money's been made. So basically, you're giving the money that they're being taxed, you're paying for with these corporations. Because imagine, they're only paying 15%. Imagine that, 15%. It was at 21, and they dropped it another 6. And now they made it permanent for the corporations to get this tax cut. But your broke ass in a fucking red state that needs subsidizing decided to vote for that. And no money was coming towards you. It's like it just gets out of hand. It's just like they can't, like, one. That's why they don't see them. That's why you see them come into my live and then they disappear. Do you notice how all those people that were in here talking shit just disappeared? Because they ain't got a foot to fucking stand on. Mega ain't gonna fucking argue. What is Mega gonna argue? Where they at? I was like, you don't see them here no more, right? Because why? You want to argue with somebody that you think is not intelligent. You think I have to dump down to your level? No, I'm gonna have to try to get you to get to my level so we can actually have a fucking discussion on it. Not some bullshit where you just come up on this and that and have no fucking facts to back it. It's just like, and then, bruh, it's crazy. That's just fucking crazy. I just find it fucking hilarious. That is just like, y'all doing this to yourselves. And the thing is most other people are gonna be okay. Most people in Democratic states will be okay. They're gonna be hurting, but the Republican states are gonna be the ones that hurt the most. Because they get subsidized. They continue to be subsidized. You can just go and look up at the state stuff and just see how much federal funding they receive. Most of Medicare and Medicaid is covered by the federal government. So all those old ass people in fucking all these red states, if something happens to you and you better hope you got the money to pay for it. You better have the money to pay for it. They said diplomatic immunity. I was just like, how is it? The thing is I don't think diplomatic immunity counts as that. Let me see something. I'm looking this up. So it says that this is off of Google, the AI overview. So what it basically says is that No, committing a crime does not automatically acquit a diplomat due to diplomatic immunity. While diplomatic immunity protects diplomats from arrest and prosecution in the host country for most crimes, it's not absolute. The diplomat's home country can waive their immunity, allowing them to be prosecuted in the host country's courts. Additionally, certain serious crimes may trigger international pressure for waiver of immunity. So basically, what they're saying is that it should be Israel basically saying that they are denying his immunity so that we can try him here in the States. But the thing is I'm not sure if he was an actual diplomat. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. There, I don't know. But either way, you're okay. See, that's what I'm saying. MAGA would just be like, oh, it's just diplomatic immunity. You just let a pedophile that got caught in a Las Vegas sting that was operated by the Las Vegas police and the fucking FBI agency that does this, and y'all just let him. And y'all made sure to fly him out yourselves. So how is it that you're going to tell me as MAGA that y'all don't support pedophiles? Because that's the thing. For them, it's just like, why wouldn't he be sent to fucking CCOT? Why not send him there? How come he was able to get due process? The dude's not even a citizen. He got due process, got locked up, paid $10,000 in bail, and then got flown to Israel. So he was a flight risk when you knew that, when you booked him. And he paid 10 grand to get out on bail and then fucking got flown back to Israel. You don't protect pedophiles? Come on now. Just like, it's funny because you never hear, MAGA never hears about any of these stories. MAGA never understands, never heard. I was just like, that's nonsense. I've never heard of these people catching up. Like, no, bro, y'all been getting caught left and right lately. Republicans everywhere. MAGA's just full of shit. And that's what I'm tired of. They just full of shit. I was just like, I can have people here, but the thing is like y'all know, y'all already know if y'all been here, I don't keep up with the ignorance. Once you get to a point where you too ignorant and you want to start talking hot shit because you don't want to stay on topic and you want to flip-flop, I'll just disconnect you. I ain't going to waste my time and I ain't going to waste viewers' time. If y'all here trying to listen to some shit, I would rather y'all be listening to having a actual conversation about the shit instead of a person trying to gaslight and bullshit their way through saying that they know this and know that. Because that's why it's just like, that's the thing. MAGA's so fucking predictable. Because the dude was just like, oh, I just wanted to show respect because, you know, some people ask age, location and stuff like that. Bro, you in a fucking adult. I don't give a fuck where you at. It don't matter where the fuck you at. You should be condemning pedophiles. Don't matter. That's a talking point I don't need to have to discuss. I don't have to discuss that. I shouldn't have to voice that you have to voice that you condemn pedophiles when they're in your party. Because I condemn them anywhere. The thing is that the past couple of weeks, all I keep seeing is MAGA Republicans being caught with some sort of fucking child exploitation or some shit. It's just like, it's just contradictory to this shit. I was like, that's the thing. It's just like they victim blame, and that's the most annoying part about it. You're gonna blame the victim. You're gonna blame a 14-year-old kid getting assaulted by an adult. And you're going to blame the kid? You should be unalived yourself if that's the thought process you have. And that's why it's just like, I don't got time for these people. It's just like, these people want to act tough on the thing. I'm just like, I'll slap shit out y'all. I don't give a fuck. But the thing is like, look, we condemn pedophiles. The list needs to come out. The fact that MAGA has been hiding this list for this whole time is telling. That's all I'm saying. It's telling. Because the thing is they want to say, oh, why didn't Biden release them? The fucking files, I just found out that the files were actually sealed. They were sealed until Ghislaine Maxwell's fucking thing happened. because they didn't want to use anything from there to charge it onto her. So they wanted to build the case solely on what they had on Maxwell and not implicate Epstein with her. So they sealed those files. So Biden couldn't release them anyway. But then the fact that they were voted on to be released by Republicans, and all Republicans said no. Every single one of them said no. All the Democrats said yes. Then you go to Congress, and Congress decided to go on recess early just for that. I was like, y'all full of shit, man. Straight full of shit. Straight full of shit. Like, I can't even. Hey, if y'all haven't already, follow me on at Just Cruz on YouTube. If y'all haven't, because most of these I will be doing these lives, and I'll be mostly transferring over to that app because this app is not gonna be the same. Once they do this whole takeover, this app is not going to be the same. They're basically just going to try to censor whatever they can, whatever they don't like. Because you could already hear that from Donald Trump when he says he wants to go into the museums and he wants to get rid of all the stuff that shows that we were a bad place. Like, bro, that was the history of the country. You trying to change the history when that was the history of this country. That's how this country was developed. This is how this country was made. They used it with slavery. That's how this country was created. You're not going to just erase that part of fucking history and say it wasn't that bad. Have y'all seen that PragerU shit that they're trying to push? The shit that they're trying to push over PBS? Basically stating that, slavery wasn't that bad. Imagine saying that. Imagine saying that. That's just... Slavery wasn't that bad. You know what's funny though? But I bet you if I were to say the shit that happened in Germany wasn't that bad, they'd go for my head. They'd come after me quick. They'd ban me so fucking quick off this shit quick if I would have said it wasn't that bad. I was just like, how many years did y'all go through that? Y'all only went through 12. These people did it for a couple hundred. Like, yours wasn't that bad. It's funny how it's a fucking double standard with these people. It was just like, oh, for this one it works, but it doesn't work for this one. So how do y'all make sense? If y'all yourselves can't agree with the same situation, same topic, like, so if the slavery wasn't that bad, anything else wasn't that bad also. Oh yeah, before you judge, think of what was normal then. You know what's funny when they say that? Because now it's normalized to have the LGBTQ plus community. Because that got normalized. But why y'all trying to get rid of it then? They've been around. They've been around for a while. The LGBT community has been out for a while. They just had to hide it. You know the guy, you know the band Queen? You ever heard of Freddie Mercury? Ever heard of him? No? Oh, maybe that's just ignorance too, I guess. I can't get far with these people. Can't get by. It was just like, and that's the other part too that pisses me off. Is just like, they've seen this. The problem that I have most is that a lot of these people in fucking power were there during the Civil Rights Act. Those are the 20-year-olds then. These people that we have in Congress are the same ones. The only ones that I know of that got arrested for fucking speaking and doing this shit was Bernie Sanders. Ain't none of these other people were in there. Ain't none of them were fighting like that. Ain't none of them were trying to talk and help people out. I was just like, but Republicans just want shit to go back to what it was. I was just like, what? Everybody stuck on stupid? That's what y'all want? You want fucking diseases to just come back up again? Because the FDA don't want to do his job? You want fucking, I guess, hurricanes to just hit and tornadoes to just hit with no warning because you want to take the satellites out. Even though most of the Republican states are the ones that run through fucking Tornado Alley. And then a lot of the Republican states are the ones that get hit by hurricanes. But it's okay to cut your funding. It's okay to cut FEMA. It's okay to cut these programs. Because the thing is the red states are going to be the ones needing it, and then they're going to ask for help. Because look at, you know what is funny? Look, imagine the fact that these red states, what is it, Mississippi, Tennessee, is like two other ones, they sent their National Guard to DC to do cleanup. These states can't even afford to fucking budget themselves, so they're budgeting and giving their National Guard over to the DC when that shit isn't needed. Like, explain that. Oh, yeah, can't. Got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, y'all can't explain it. That makes sense. That's the only thing. It's just like y'all can't explain most of the shit y'all do. That's like that's another one. That alligator Alcatraz is just like y'all literally. And you know what I find to be bullshit? There was a senator. I forget the fucking senator's name and what state he was from. That he found that over 500 cases have been shown of negligence by Border Patrol. There was a woman that was pregnant that was not allowed to see her doctor, and she had a miscarriage while there. It's like I forget what the story was, but it was a senator that did research, and he started asking, like going through all the different detention centers and see what the problem was, and he just came up with a whole list of all the shit that went wrong and has not been taken care of. That whole bullshit that supposedly the people are refusing to eat, that's bullshit. Y'all starving those people. I don't want to hear no bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna be locked up in no fucking cage talk about I ain't gonna eat when I don't know when the fuck I'm getting out. That's bullshit. That's just straight up bullshit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, there's abuse, SA, while going on there, because who are they gonna report it to? These people have been doing this shit. Look at the fucking ICE agents you have now. You just had an ICE agent shoot at a fucking at a vehicle because they broke the fucking window. ICE went and broke the window, was asking and interrogating people. They didn't identify themselves. They didn't show a warrant, didn't show any paperwork, and then decided to break the dude's glass, and the dude took off. While he was taking off, the one that was, you can see he was putting on his gloves. He went and fucking shot 3 rounds into the fucking car. There was a fucking kid in the front seat. And he put 3 shots into the fucking car. Luckily, it was an older fucking vehicle that had some fucking strength to it, or otherwise that kid would have been shot. These people don't have no training. You're literally finding dumbass supposed bounty hunters or dumbasses that don't have any ability or don't know how to actually de-escalate a situation to do this. What's gonna happen is that it's gonna happen that there's gonna be some ICE agents that are gonna come out and they gonna get shot. Why? Because they didn't identify themselves. You have some of these people lying and assaulting women now, just claiming that they're the ICE. So the fact that the administration knows this is happening and there's complaints about it happening, talk about masking these people. The reason they're masked is either because they're bounty hunters, they're from January 6th, or they're affiliated with something else that they don't want to be seen with. Because there's no way around that. You have these people that have straight up hatred for these people and just want to grab them and hit them at any chance they get. But they doing it covering their faces. And the thing is there's no accountability for it. Because you know what they said about that Border Patrol when they shot at the car? They supposedly said as their statement that the person was trying to run them over. Mind you, none of the police officers were in the front of the vehicle. They were off to the sides because 2 of them broke the glass and the other 2 were waiting to open to break into the thing. And the guy drove off. 3 shots got shot out. I was like, so now let's say that person or those passengers were armed. And let's just say those people in that vehicle were American citizens that just happened to be armed, and a police officer just put 3 rounds into their truck without them doing anything after they broke their glass. Now, you mean to tell me that if in self-defense these people would have unalived these CBP officers, that they would be at fault? That's a slippery slope Mac wants to play. That's a slippery slope. Because MAGA just thinks they're the only ones with weapons. Brown people got weapons too. Black people got weapons too. Minorities have weapons too, legally. It's like they forget that a lot of people joined the military. And they got trained on stuff like this. But it's just the stupidity of these people that is just like, it's crazy. Because the thing is it's everything that they're doing is basically significantly contradictory to what they say. And that's the part that angers me the most. I was just like, y'all so full of shit that y'all say one thing, but then do the exact opposite. I was like, and still haven't done anything. Like you defending people fucking getting dragged out of their jobs. Mind you, look at what you said. Dragged out of their jobs. Not no gang festival, not no riot or anything. From their jobs. So you snatching up people that are just fucking working. And then you grabbing people from court cases when they're going to court. And it's just like, if they're criminals, fine. But damn, if they not, they're already in here. They're fucking working. They're contributing to the fucking community. And your thought process is, oh, we're just going to send them to a whole different country, not even a country of their own. It's funny. Why don't we start deporting people back to Europe? That's where your ancestry is, right? Because the thing is you see only fucking people of color being fucking rounded up. When's the last time you see them publicize the raid of any fucking Europeans that have overstayed their visa? Funny how you never find those videos, huh? Those are the ones, what, they just don't report those? Those don't count? How come we never have video of a fucking place of Europeans being raided? I haven't seen that yet. Shit, I still haven't seen fucking the MS-13 round up. Like, you've got 7 months already that you were supposedly on these people's necks, and you still haven't caught any leaders? Still haven't made any arrests that you can... Because the thing is just like, you know how this fucking administration just loves to fucking gloat about when they do something. You got dumbass Carolyn Levitt just fucking breathing hard just to fucking answer a simple question that she takes fucking personal for no fucking reason. Because that lady just takes every fucking question personal. Like, I've never seen a press fucking secretary that takes every fucking question asked as a fucking personal insult. Like, she gets mad every time somebody answers a question like, fuck. Like, yes. Like, bro, why you so fucking mad? It's not even like you doing all the dumb shit. You just reporting it and you mad. Like, that's telling enough that the person reporting it is getting mad at the dumb shit that's going on because she has to answer for it. She has to come up with fucking answers. Because they don't. They don't know what the fuck is going on most of the time. This shit is crazy. That's why I think she takes that shit so personal. That's why she'd be mad as fuck. Because she's the one that has to answer all the questions for all the stupid shit these people do. Just like, oh, we deployed this. And then she tries to... Because the thing is she tries everything in her power to make it sound like she's good. And what they're doing is good. But then they ask her a question and it's just like, it's just plain out wrong. It's like there should never be people scared in this country. That's the thing. I'm just like, you have people scared in this country. The supposed best country in the fucking world, you got people scared and terrified within its fucking state. It's not the fucking American dream. It's just like, for most of y'all fucking lazy fucking white people, y'all just need to fucking step the fuck up. Most of y'all just mad because these people beat you out and they work fucking harder. Ain't nobody working harder than them fucking immigrants. Because y'all want to call them lazy and shit. All those people come over here and they find fucking work. And they just work. Work, work, work. They don't commit no crime. They'll go buy a couple of fucking beers and then go do that. But they work, work, work. They don't fucking commit crimes. They don't do any of that. They're out here doing the jobs that nobody else fucking wants, because nobody wants to work in a fucking hotel cleaning up all some bullshit. Nobody wants to work out in the farms picking out any fruit or anything like that. So please tell me how some of the hardest working people are the ones that you getting out, but you keeping some of these lazy fucks that, hey, if you look at SNAP benefits, it's not people of color that lead the fucking the percentage. So you want to blame it on you want to blame it on minorities, but then SNAP benefits is mostly taken by white people. But you want to blame immigrants. Y'all want to say they want to blame immigrants because they're supposedly taking their houses. Yet nobody can afford a house, but somehow the immigrants can. Like, everything they say is just contradictory to itself, and it just sounds plain old stupid. Like, y'all really believe this shit? Y'all believe that fucking an illegal alien came in here, got fucking $13,000 put on a debit card, got thrown into a fucking hotel, did this, and that, and they were undocumented? Like, how stupid do y'all fucking sound? The worst part about it is like, these people still do more than what these people complain about. And it's just sad. This is like, this country's going to shit right now because it's just like stupidity like that is being allowed and stupidity like that is being pushed. The problem is that we have so many fucking dumbass Republicans that don't understand that what they're doing is not helping the situation. You getting rid of these people, your prices are still going up. You closing the border, the prices are still going up. You getting rid of the Department of Education so all y'all can stay stupid, prices are still going up. So now you're going to be broke and still stupid. Because they're not going to raise the fucking wages. So you're going to be getting paid the same amount, but still paying more on everything that you purchase. Because tariffs worked for everything. I was just like, it's crazy. It's just crazy to look at that. Because the thing is you point that out, and then they'll just, but Biden did this. I'm gonna shut your ass up. It's just like, you can't even defend what your own fucking president is doing. Because the thing is all the shit that he's doing has not benefited any of y'all. Now, one mega fucking person can tell me what they've benefited from so far. And they're going to say, oh my God, no tax on overtime. You're going to work the whole fucking year, and the only thing you're going to be able to take credit for is 20,000 of that shit. You ain't getting that check right now. If somebody tells me there's no tax on tips or no tax on overtime, to me that means that when I'm working overtime, that's not going to be taxed. But the fact is, it's not, because overtime, when you start overtime, is time and a half, right? The only thing you're going to be able to work with is that half part. So that extra little bit, that half that you get, that's what's going to be fucking taxed. Not the 1.5. So they just basically skimped it to the smallest amount possible that you would be able to actually claim. And then the max you could do is 20,000. Yet you were still paying those taxes in. The taxes is still going up for you. You paid all those taxes during the time. So when you actually needed the fucking money, you ain't get it, because now you got to wait till the next year to fucking do your taxes and get it done. Like, I was like, I ain't throwing them shit. I'm going to just laugh. I'm just laughing. When all this shit hits the fan and all these fucking MAGA states is poor as shit, broke as shit, I'm going to just laugh at them. When they start asking for handouts, that's going to be socialist. Because that's what I'm going to say. It's just like, oh my God, we need money. That's a socialist program. I don't agree with that. I'm going to hit them with the same thing they hit everybody else, right? I don't want my money to pay for that. You see how that's going to work? You see how quickly that's going to work? Oh, you don't want money to pay for kids' lunches? Well, I don't want my money to federally subsidize you. How about that? That sound good? It works the same way, right? I don't want my money to pay for the kids. Well, I don't want my money to go to your red dumb ass state. You see how quick that change is? Plain and simple. Red states are broke. Red states don't bring in revenue. The funniest thing is that the red states that are sending fucking National Guard to the fucking DC are some of the states that have the worst crime. Would you think of that? You sending them to DC, but then your cities have worse fucking crime than the fucking rest of the place does. Crazy, right? Crazy. It's like, no, the thing is everything is gonna be genetically made, and then you're just gonna eat whatever they create for you. Because if you ain't got the farms picking it, you still gotta feed people. So where's the food coming from if people ain't picking it? You ain't think about that part. You ain't think about that part, huh? If people ain't picking the fucking fruit, where the fruit coming from? I'm just saying. I just like, yeah, come up with all this shit, and it's just like MAGA has no idea what the fuck is going on in this country. The crazy thing about MAGA is that MAGA doesn't even know. You can ask MAGA what the fuck is going on in their own fucking state, and they won't be able to tell you. But they're more concerned with a blue state that they've never been to. Most of these people have been fucking mad as hell at the blue states. Yeah, I know. Memphis is number 3, but you sending them to DC? No, and that's what I'm saying. It's gonna hit because the tariffs started hitting already. Like I said, I went to Walmart to buy that fresh bread they bake. That shit used to be $1. Now it's $1.47. That shit went up 47 cents. A loaf of bread, 47 cents. That's not even counting everything else that's probably going to go up 20 cents too. You start adding that shit up, that's an extra $1 after fucking 5 items. And I know you're not going to the grocery store for just 2 items. Because that's the thing, everything else is going to go up in price. So if everything goes up minimum, let's say 20 cents, after you hit 5 items, you just added an extra $1 that you didn't have before these tariffs came in. But MAGA doesn't fucking think in that way because they're not fucking smart enough to do it. They're just going to go to the store and just purchase it and then wonder, damn, why did shit come up so high? Oh, wells. And then just keep it moving. Like, yeah, all you got to do is look at the stuff. Like, people can look at the prices and stuff, but the thing is that's the thing. Most people ain't looking at those prices. It's not them it's gonna be their wallet. I'd be thinking about that verse about the loaf of bread. Not with these people. Not with these people. And that's all it is. It's just like shit is getting more expensive. This man came in promising everything was gonna be cheaper. And then the stupidity that they listen to is like, well, it has to get bad before it gets good. What does that exactly fucking mean right now? How bad does MAGA want it to get? Y'all want to say it's like, oh, we'll be fine once we get. No, like, no. How bad do you want it to get? Where y'all can't fucking afford anything? The thing is that most of these people have these small ass towns. Most of these people are rural fucking people. From the suburbs and shit, or from open fucking land country. They don't got much shit. So they don't go and purchase a bunch of shit because sometimes they have their own. But when they go and buy stuff, they're going to notice that it's fucking cheaper. But when it's really going to hit them is when their fucking insurance from fucking healthcare fucking goes up. That's when it's going to be fucking nice. When that money that they had, remember that extra money that you had because you decided to buy 5 items and it wasn't a whole dollar more expensive? That dollar you're going to wish you had when it comes to paying your pharmacy bill because Medicaid ain't covering it. But that's just me and my thinking, I guess. That's just me thinking that way or just fucking trying to analyze it in that way because I'm not a fucking idiot. And I'm starting to notice that I think that that's why TikTok doesn't push my shit as much anymore because I don't filter myself. I curse. I was in the military. I'm gonna fucking curse. I'm a United States veteran. That's all we do, curse. This isn't a fucking professional manner where I don't have to fucking speak. I'm speaking my mind and speaking whatever the fuck I want to. I'm on YouTube also. So if I get shut off here, if y'all ever notice now, if y'all talking to me and all of a sudden my shit snap out, just know I got banned. Go to the YouTube page and it'll keep on going. That's it. Well, Chris, I'm still waiting on the fucking. I could use $5,000 right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a new camera lens I want to buy. I want a new camera lens on my shit. Oh, I know, BK. That's the thing. Most of these old people that voted for Donald Trump are the ones that are going to be dying sooner. Sorry to say, that's the easiest way to fucking say it. It's the easiest way to fucking say it. Because I know y'all not going to get a job at like fucking 70-something. I know y'all probably all on medication and shit. It's funny because Medicaid is also some of the reasons that people get put into homes because Medicaid pays for it. Imagine having to shut down the home that your grandparent is in because their Medicaid don't cover it. Oh, it's going to be a fucking great time in the fucking States. It's going to be a fucking, oh shit, I didn't realize this was going on. I didn't mean for this to happen. And then it's just like, shut your ass up. It's going to be a whole different atmosphere because a lot of the people that voted were these older white people that were racist during fucking Martin Luther King's era. A lot of these people were racist during Martin Luther King. They were the ones laughing at these people. They were the ones that were dealing with segregation. They were the ones that didn't want segregation. They wanted to keep it that way. They didn't want to split. They wanted to keep everything split. They didn't want to put anything together. It was just like, all these people are going to die off now so much faster now because you ain't going to afford your medication. Because if you, as the older person that put into all this shit, can't afford the medication, and who you going to expect? Your family to pay for it? Because they're going to be running broke too because prices going to go up regardless. Hey, good. I haven't heard that. That's the thing. For property like that, you can't leave it regularly. You have to usually put your property like in a trust. Put your property in a trust so it's owned by the trust, and then the trust passes it down to your kids. That's how they do it. Most people don't know that. Most people don't understand that aspect of it. That's how a lot of these people do it. They get a trust fund, they make a trust fund, and then once the house is theirs, they put the house as a property of the trust fund. So the trust fund will manage that property. So then basically it's like if you pass, because you can't just give them the house, if you pass in the trust belongs to the family, the beneficiaries are your family members, so then they receive the house. That's how these people do it. Because then that way, when the person that receives the house doesn't have to pay taxes on receiving the house, because you just received a whole new thing of income as an asset. But if it's in a trust, that person no longer has to pay the taxes on it. That's how people do that shit. It's just like most people don't understand the loopholes that these people use. It's just like, that's the thing. Most people don't know how that shit works. Yo, Papa's gonna be gone. Papa's moving back in. I was like, that family thought they were getting rid of him. Nah, he gonna be right back in that porch. Right back on the front of your porch. And now you taking care of him. Now you paying for his bills. Because Medicaid ain't gonna fucking care. Shit, your state ain't even gonna afford it. Because that's the thing. If you notice, look at the Democratic states, right? Look at the Democratic states and see how all these Democratic states always have an extra thing. So it's like, yeah, you got Medicaid, but we got like, what is it? In California's, I forget what it is. New York has one too. Like most Democratic states have Medicare, Medicaid, and then because they make enough money to produce and make another thing to cover more people. Nobody in New York City is complaining about that. Nobody's in New York City is complaining about a kid getting a free lunch. We will gladly pay taxes to make sure that the kids get the fucking food. Just like it's gonna be funny when all this shit hits the fan, it's gonna affect them the most. Because the thing is right now, most of these Democrats are gonna be okay. Because most of these Democrats are preparing for the stupidity that's gonna happen. Most Democrats would know that. MAGA's ignorant to the fact that shit is going to hit the fan. Because the thing is it's not like Democrats were not saying this from before. Every Democrat was telling people this was going to happen. But what did MAGA say? No, that's a lie. That's a witch hunt. That's bullshit. I was just like, oh, remember, they were not going to cut Medicaid. What did the big, beautiful bill put? Cutting Medicaid. Crazy. But that's what y'all voted for, right? That's what they voted for, right? So when every single one of these maggots is fucking crying or hurting that they can't accomplish anything, they can't go to the doctor, they can't afford fucking food and shit like this, you're welcome. Because we told you. We advised you. We tried to drill it. I tried so hard to drill it into these MAGA's heads the whole fucking time before the election. And they still didn't want to fucking listen. 7 months later, they still going through the same process and still haven't gotten anything to benefit them. How you been signing executive orders left and right, and the people still ain't getting shit? Jeanette, I said this before the election. And I haven't been wrong yet. That's crazy. Nothing has happened that has benefited anybody in this country. The border, how's that helping anybody? Tariffs, how's that helping anybody? What else? Leaving abortion to the states, how well is that going? Because remember, Donald Trump wanted to get rid of Roe v. Wade to make sure that it was back to the states. But then the problem is that the states are making their own laws supporting abortion, yet they still have a problem with it. So you want to leave it to the states, but then you want to nitpick what the states can and can't do. It's not how it works. And MAGA don't understand that. Because what MAGA don't understand is that, hey, if y'all want to do this with a Republican president and a Democrat takes over, you better hope it's not somebody that's spiteful. You better hope somebody just wants to fix this country and doesn't want to be spiteful towards all y'all fucking maggots. And make your fucking lives even more fucking miserable. I was just like, they don't know what it is, and that's why it's gonna be funny. Because every fucking state that put in Medicaid has it under a different name and or added something else. So what you're telling me is that you didn't even realize that medical insurance that you were getting and was paying for your shit was actually federal funding paying for it. And now you're going to fuck around and find out. Now you're going to see what happens when you start taking away the resources that you desperately need. Because the thing is if you in a home right now and that's getting paid by Medicaid, and they cut that, you ain't going to have the home because the home gets run because they get that federal funding. Each person they probably get a chunk of money because they're doing that service. when you don't got that service, you paying out of pocket. That's just like that's the thing. It's just like it's just the hypocrisy because like you said that right. Banish racists to other countries. I was just like, why do we allow the fucking Triple K to still march around? That's a hate group. Why do we let the Proud Boys do it? They don't even want the United States. So that's what confuses me. It's like you mad at these fucking college students that are exercising their freedom of speech. But then when you got the neo-Nazis and you got the fucking Proud Boys doing this shit, all of a sudden then it's acceptable to be freedom of speech. Because they're white and talking shit about the government and against the country. But because a person that was here going to school said something, y'all want to kick them out the country. But then these people you want to keep here. When y'all want to talk about being so pro-American, right? Yet these groups are anti-American thought process. And y'all support them. So which one is it? But like I said, make sure y'all start following me on YouTube. These lives is gonna be less and less. I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be less and less. There's gonna be less and less shit. And this is the thing. I'm gonna put it in the chat. That is my Cruz Talks podcast one. Y'all can watch it from there, and that'll be the best place to basically catch me or whatever the case may be. Because I'm not going to be doing a lot of these here. Because the thing is, how much long do you think you're going to be on? I'm gonna jump off Kobe. I've been dealing, man. I'll put it like this: I am fucking highly medicated right now. My fucking back gave out, so I need to get up and walk around because my back is not working right now for me. The thing is this is gonna change. This app is already changing because the thing is they want you to see what they want you to see. Because look at how we went. How many months didn't we go seeing anything from Gaza? How many months on this app did we not go that we did not see any videos from Gaza? And then all of a sudden people started asking for the Epstein list. And then all of a sudden, all you see is fucking Al Jazeera. You see videos straight from Gaza. You see the people shooting and all that shit. And it's just like, that's crazy. Ain't it? That's crazy that now all of a sudden when we asking for shit like the Epstein files, all of a sudden now you showing us the terror that fucking Israel did to Gaza. So you want people to be mad at Israel and think we're going to forget that you let a pedophile of Israel fly back to his home country. I ain't forgetting that shit. This shit is crazy. It was just like, it's only two, it's like the... Now, I can't mention the Epstein files here because they don't like it, but I'm on YouTube too. That's what I said. On YouTube, I don't need the filter. I don't have a filter on YouTube. On YouTube, I can say whatever the fuck I want, and it's going to be recorded on there. And it'll be the episode that way. Here, if I start making too much sense, y'all seen how I've been banned randomly. When I'm making the most sense, that's when these people start fucking shutting me down. The last live I had was talking about Ghislaine Maxwell, Melania Trump, and Donald Trump, how they were all intertwined, but somehow didn't know each other. And I started connecting dots myself on the live. And what happened? I got reported and banned. So it's like I could do this on YouTube and YouTube ain't going to touch me. YouTube ain't going to say shit to me. YouTube is just going to look the thing there because the thing is there. Y'all be able to watch it and I don't have to worry about it getting cut off. You know why? Because I don't have bots over there. So whoever tunes into those streams will literally be actual people. Here, y'all see how bots fucking come in left and right. Most of them don't know what they're talking about. They just come in and try to gaslight you because they want you to say something that's going to get you banned so that they can report it. And then they'll snip that and be like, oh, look, he said this. It's affecting creators all over because most creators, like, it's not affecting the MAGA creators, though. Why? Because MAGA isn't reporting this shit. MAGA, I haven't seen no MAGA straight MAGA fucking creator talk about RJ May, Stuart Adams, Icorn in Minnesota, the fucking Oklahoma superintendent, Matt Gates. Appreciate it. And the thing is if y'all want to support me more, y'all don't have to gift me anything on TikTok. If y'all watch me on YouTube, if ads run, I make money off of that. Meaning y'all don't even have to spend any money to support me. The money that y'all basically will get me is y'all watching me on YouTube, because the more viewers I get there, if y'all get an ad, I get paid. Here, y'all actually have to spend y'all own money to support me. I don't want y'all to do that. I would rather y'all, if y'all support me, just watch on YouTube. The more viewers I get, the more viewership I get there, I can make a couple of dollars there. Y'all can keep y'all money. Spend it on something nice for yourself. Don't worry about me. Because with all these prices going up, everybody's going to need that extra change that they got. Even the people that are doing fine, shit is going to get more expensive for everybody. It don't matter if you got the money or not. Appreciate that, Kobe. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, if y'all going to follow me, that's what I'm going to do. I have it there, the @ I'm going to just probably put like socials in bio because I have my link tree up there. But just follow me there because that's where I'm going to be doing a lot of these lives. Because right now I'm doing it at both places at the same time. So I am on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. But I started doing that just Cruz on. So the channel is Just Cruz Talks. That's the name on there, but the @ is that Just Cruz on, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Because the thing is you have to notice, like, people like who is it? Like Jeanette has been here for a long ass time. Babs and them. These people have. I've been saying this shit, and I've been speaking all of this shit since fucking last year. And it's like I take breaks because the thing is I'm forced into breaks. They ban me every time I look. When I started talking about the fucking, my first big ban was when I started talking about the attempted assassination, and I started talking about how it didn't make no fucking sense, how it looked staged as fuck. And then after I think it was like, at one point I had like 2.5 thousand fucking viewers. I never gotten that many fucking people in the fucking room before. That shit threw me the fuck off. It was like 2,500 people in the thing, and I was just explaining the shit. Connecting dots. Banned. I was just like, what the fuck? It was just like, that shit makes no sense. It was just like, how you get shot in your ear and the blood comes forward. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? He has forgotten himself that he staged the fucking assassination attempt. Because I'm sorry. Anybody that gets hit and any bullet, look, you can get shot and skimmed on your arm. If the bullet is traversing this way, the blood is not going to go the opposite fucking way. I'm sorry. That's just fucking common sense. Any MAGA that has fired a weapon would know that. But they believed it. It was like, oh my God, it's just like they almost tried to assassinate him because he was such a strong candidate. No, bro. Like, think for a bit. So that's why it's like, hey, I'm on YouTube. Y'all subscribing? I appreciate y'all doing that. But that's what I said, because the thing is y'all see I don't have a filter, and I call these people out, and I don't have no problem calling somebody stupid when they are. YouTube ain't gonna ban me for doing that, because YouTube's just gonna play it. TikTok is always like, if you go and look at my video history, the past couple of videos, all I've done, all the videos, basically my last like 5-6 videos have been talking about all these fucking pedophiles and all these fucking MAGA people being caught doing all sorts of shit. And my videos only got like 400 views. That's breaking news, bro. Nobody else is talking about it. That's original stuff, because I found it and I started talking about it, and then nothing. I was like, oh. The whole shit was, it was stupidity. Like all the breakdown, the pictures, finding the kid. The kid was in a Black Rock video. He was attributed to this. You found a person that probably didn't know what they were doing, didn't really have much of a family, and it was easy to just point it at him and blame him, and you just got rid of the kid. That's it. I don't hear no bullshit. You have no fucking damage to your ear. You started wearing pads on your ear, like that was the cool thing, Mago. Because he just disappeared. You notice how that whole story disappeared? Like everything Donald Trump does. When he does something, is to get the attention of people and then backs out. Remember, he's been doing this for 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, negotiation for another 2 weeks, a negotiation for another 2 weeks. But if you ask him what was the first 2 weeks, he's going to be like, I don't know what weeks you talking about. I just said 2 weeks today. That man probably got Alzheimer's. That man don't remember shit when he's asked. So he's just like, damn. Exactly. Ears don't fucking grow back, but hey, I guess when you got fucking billions of dollars, you got the fucking doctors to do it, I guess. Oh, while still owing a lot of the places that you went and fucking campaigned at and not paying them and still owe them. Got that. Oh, yeah, we still waiting on Obamacare to be replaced, but that's a whole nother story. I'll leave it at that, man. As always, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to call it a night. We'll probably be on tomorrow, probably earlier in the day. Kids is all in school back now, so now I actually have time to stream throughout the day. So if y'all catch me, it might be early morning, middle of the day. I'll be doing this, but if they keep on, yeah, like I said, if they keep on fucking banning me, if y'all see that I have gone way too long, if I go more than a couple of days without going live, I've been banned. And just catch me on YouTube, because yeah, all he did was rename it. That's all he did. Everything that he signed, a lot of the shit was already done by a previous president, and he just wants to take he wants to take the name for it to make it seem like he did it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's just like, that's what we got to do with this country. We can't let these people continue to be ignorant and allow them to go unbothered, because that's what we're running into, that these people are doing this shit and they just think they're getting away with it. We got to call them out. We got to put a stop to it somehow. One way or another, it's going to be a stopping point. And I'm hoping it's not what I think it's going to be. I'm hoping it can be done in a more sensible manner. But as always, be good to one another. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Love one another. And stay marvelous while doing it, y'all. I'm just Cruz, signing out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.